Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been longer than normal and I'm sorry about that. I've been a lot less active than I was last term because I've just had so much work piled on top of each other these last few weeks. I've had a presentation, I've got my dissertation, and I've already handed in an essay and stuff. But I finally have a day free and I'm going to answer the questions that you've been sending me for the last month. So first off, thank you so much for 5k, that is ridiculous. There are 5,000 of you that tune in to watch these videos. What? That's mental. So these questions aren't structured, they're not split into different sections. I'm literally just gonna read them. I have lots of screenshots and I hope you enjoy. So question number 1 is from Skylarps WX and it says, was it hard getting into archaeology at Oxford? So archaeology only needs 3 A's. I say only just because most of the subjects you need an A star. They're still high grades, but the hardest part is kind of getting to the interview and having to submit 2 lots of written work, or maybe 3. No, 2 lots of written work, and you have to write a 500-word mini essay sort of thing, as well as the personal statement. You don't have to do an entrance exam, so I guess in that respect it's easier, but it does mean that there's kind of more waiting on the interview. So I guess if interviews and face-to-face contact aren't your forte, then it would be harder. Question number 2 is from Amelia Skisluna? I'm sorry, I have no idea how you pronounce that. She says, how many hours do you spend working per week? It's different every week, but I definitely spend probably from 9 till 1 and then 3 till 9 working. Some of those hours in between obviously will be when I eat, and some days I tend to go to the gym or maybe go do something social for one evening a week, so it does change, but it's definitely around 40 hours I think, which is what the uni recommends. Question number 3 is, oh that's nice, from Olivia Nevins, and it is, what's the most unexpectedly happy moment of your life? Oh gosh. Happy most of the time. Yes, a lot of the holidays I've been on have been really happy, but you'd expect to be happy on a holiday. Unexpectedly happy, I didn't expect to get an interview for Oxford and I was very happy, so maybe that. I don't. That was a terrible answer. Question is, what are your aspirations for 2019 from positiva_t? My aspirations for 2019 are, first off, to get my dissertation in on time for a good standard. Not that I can not get it in on time, that is the deadline, but good standard is the aspiration. I also really need to get a 2-1 in order to get into my master's course, so that is a definite aspiration, and I'd like to go on a few more holidays. I've been saving up for the last year, so yeah, just enjoy my last year of uni basically. The next question is from Sonia.Riasat and it is, what was your second choice of degree course? My second choice of degree course was actually archaeology with geography. So I guess geography. If I was going to pick something completely different, I would definitely pick geography. It was my favourite A-level subject and one of my favourite GCSE subjects. I don't know, I just really like geography, and to be honest, there's a lot of geography in archaeology, so there's a lot of overlap, but yeah, geography. Next question, what was your favourite A-level subject? From the same person. My favourite A-level subject was geography, as I said, and also textiles. I love to be creative, I love art, I love painting, sewing, making things. So yeah, I loved all of my A-level subjects actually. apart from biology when it was really hard. It's from Michelle_0756. What was your favourite part of history? Like which era? My favourite part of history, as in the most interesting that I like to watch, is prehistory, because that's a massive part of history, but basically not modern history. I used to really like the Tudors, but then got really into like Rome and Egypt, you know, like everyone does, because that's what's on TV. But now I'm very interested in kind of the Neolithic. The next question is from Amy Cartwright, and it is, do the little things make Oxford expensive, e.g. balls and formals? Yeah, I mean, I can't say no. They cost money. So balls aren't really classed as little things. At Oxford, they're big things. Everyone goes all out, and they cost at least £50, which is a lot of money. I have only afforded to go to one each year. A lot of people go to like 3, which I don't understand. But yeah, they're not little. Formals aren't that expensive. It varies by college, but they, like, you don't really go that often. I know at Peter's we only go when there's like a birthday or a themed formal, so it doesn't add a lot of money. You just kind of factor that into like your weekly budget and you're fine. The next question that I'm going to do is, do you want kids in the future? If so, how many? From Tammy_21nov. Yeah, I want kids. At least 1 each, but no more than 3. As in a boy and a girl, but no more than 3. Because that's a lot of children. Next question is from Emily_Ratapana_X, who I actually went to school with, and she says, how did you become comfortable sharing your channel with friends? To be brutally honest, when I started my channel they didn't know I existed, but I actually started my channel like way before Oxfordy stuff. I really wanted to like be this vegan healthy eating channel. It didn't take off. I wasn't really into it, and kind of grew out of that healthy plant-based post it all on the internet phase, you know. And I don't know, my friends just accepted that. Yeah, obviously friends take the piss, but in a nice way. I guess people probably did take the piss in a bad way, but if they're not your friends, does their opinion really matter? No. Question is from Holly777_XX, and she says, what are your plans after... I thought I'd draw my phone. What are your plans after uni? I'm going to do a master's, but not immediately. I don't think I could manage another year of consecutive education. I've been doing this since I was 4. Need a break. I want to do a master's in forensics, specifically forensic anthropology and archaeology. I've looked at places like Edinburgh, UCL, Cranfield and Bournemouth. They all do a really good course. In the year that I'm going to take out, I'm going to work, hopefully with kids, also hopefully on something archaeology based. I don't think I can do both, but we'll see. I should probably start looking for jobs. Next question's from my best friend from home, Caitlin, _B_. When are you coming Alpine? When you invite me to Edge Hill, Katie. Michelle_0756 asks, what made you pick archaeology? So I honestly am not sure. I've always been to like archaeological sites my whole life. That's just where my parents took me. We'd go to museums, we'd go to stone circles. That was their interests, and I think I've absorbed those interests. I also really like archaeology documentaries, and over my life was wanting to either be like a geologist or an archaeologist or a paleontologist. In fact, for the longest amount of time I wanted to study dinosaurs and like dig up fossils, but then I realised you kind of had to do physics if you wanted to look at rocks, and I scrapped that idea because I'm not good at physics. I just don't get it. I also went through a phase of wanting to be a fashion designer, so for about 2 years, year 9 and 10, I entered a competition because I was doing GCSE textiles at the time. I entered a competition basically to design and make a prom dress and then wear it on a catwalk. I will put a picture here if I can find one. That's my dress that I made. I'm wearing it walking down a catwalk. That's Concord above me. After I entered this competition, I basically spent a lot of time at Manchester Met looking at their fashion and women's wear courses, and I really wanted to do that, but I changed my mind. I don't know why I changed my mind, but I did. Positiva_T says, what were your 2018 highlights? Oh, my 2018 highlights definitely include my birthday. So it was just me and my parents. My brother wasn't there. We were away in Cornwall and we got to sit on the beach and we had chips and gravy, and all of a sudden they started like setting up for a band and we had no idea what was going on, so we just kind of stayed put because no one seemed to be having tickets or anything. Turns out I think they're called the Fisherman's Friends, were giving a beach concert that was free, so I got to watch this like sea shanty songs concert on my birthday, just impromptu, and that was really cool. Then I went out in Cornwall with my friend Daisy, who lives in Cornwall. So all in all, it was a really, really good 20th. Next question is, again, quite random, from Rob D 1996, and he says, what music are you into at the moment? So I don't really ever pick like a type of music that I like. When I was kind of 13 to 18, I was really into like Fall Out Boy and Blink-182 and My Chemical Romance, but now I don't really listen to music because I'm always having to study, and if I listen to music with words, I can't focus on my work. I just end up singing the lyrics. So I have found that Billie Eilish seems to be okay to put in the background because it's quite soft and almost classical sounding. I really like reggae music. I have always liked reggae music. Again, it doesn't have to have words, so I'll put it on in the background. I went through a phase of listening to German reggae, which was kind of weird, but yeah. If I was gonna pick a favourite type of music of all time, reggae. _Stephen Tanner, or Stefan Tanner, I don't know which one is which, sorry. He says, do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I do. And actually that would probably want to be the best things of 2018 as well. Aww. Nadjav42 asks, would you be interested in meeting subscribers that are in Oxford? Yeah, why not? Probably not on like a one-on-one, just because then everyone would want to do that. I say everyone as if people would actually want to meet me. Hypothetically, if a lot of people were like, yeah, I'd love to meet you, I would rather do it in a meetup situation because I just don't have a lot of free time. Yeah. Next question is from _Lara Robinson, and she says, what's your favourite meal? I love food, so that's really hard. Meal. It's not even what's your favourite food, I have to pick a meal. You know what? I really like corn chicken nuggets with like a waffle or smileys and beans, like really childhood meal. If I was gonna cook something sophisticated and it'd be my favourite meal, I'd probably say like a fried tofu pad thai or something. But if I'm at home and I just want my mum to cook for me, then yeah, just beans, potato and some sort of protein. But Olivia Nevins asks, where are the places you've travelled to and where would you want to travel to? I've actually never left Europe.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're...
Love you, Teresa. I'd really like to go to Greece. I've never been to Greece. I want to see all the archaeology in Greece. I'd like to do like a road trip around Italy to see all of the archaeological sites I've been learning about. I don't know where else I want to go. Definitely like Australia, Bali, that sort of area. I'd like to do the gap year places, but not as if I was on a gap year. Like, I would go to look at the culture and the history. I don't really want to do partying. GHTJLA. They asked, when is my birthday? My birthday is 10th of August 1998. I'm a baby. always have been the youngest in the year. Marcus Brady asks, what is your opinion on Corbyn? Juicy. So I am a Labour supporter. I usually, in Oxford, because it's a very safe Labour seat, vote Green, because I agree with a lot of their policies and they're a bit more left-wing like me. But I think Corbyn has been very good in terms of enticing young people and old Labour voters back into the left, if that makes sense, because he has got a very socialist voice. The issue is he hasn't got that much of a voice, and I don't know if that's because he doesn't use it or if that's because the media doesn't allow him to use it, but he's not, I think, a strong enough leader to make Labour get into Parliament. We need someone who's a bit more strong-willed and a bit more pushy and loud, and he's not that. Even though kind of him as a person and his ideology and his views are exactly what I would vote for. Rachel_Gong says, have you got any tips for a girl who just started secondary school and just got 7 new subjects and it's cut you off, but I assume you've said, and unsure how to deal with the time? Your issue will probably end up being that you spend most time on your favourite subject, which is what my issue always was. If you have homework for every single one of those subjects, prioritise the one that's due first or the hardest one that you need to actually focus on and get. Because if you just do the easiest stuff first, then you'll end up leaving the hardest stuff to the last minute and you'll have to do them whilst also panicking about not getting it in on oh my god, I can't talk today, about not getting it in on time, and that's not beneficial for anybody. Okay, this is my final question, and it's from Amelia Kluna, and she says, what were your favourite subjects at GCSE? Ooh, I think I've already mentioned that geography was one of my favourite GCSE subjects, but I just remembered that I did drama as well, and that was definitely one of my favourite. I loved drama. I did the double BTEC award for drama. So yeah, that was I love acting. At one point I also wanted to be an actress. I used to go to like audition classes, so I'd know how to act in an audition situation, and I think that's why I'm so comfortable talking in front of a camera, because this is exactly what they taught us how to do, basically. So yeah, that also really helped my confidence with my drama GCSE. I also liked French. I love the language of French. I would have carried it on as well for A-level, but I didn't like the exam, like how it was examined. If we were just learning the language, then I would have carried it on. Yeah, there are a few extra questions, but this video is already ridiculously long, so I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question. If you can always send me in questions and I will save them up for a Q&A, please do that. You can always send me questions on my social media. Just let me know that you want it saved for a Q&A and I will do that. If you liked this video, if you want more Q&A style videos, more like chit chats, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. Also let me know what video you want next. Chances are it's going to be a study with me because that's all I'm doing with my life at the moment. But yeah, a little direction would be nice. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Love you lots and see you in the next video. Bye!